The miracle of Ozempic. Ozempic is a fucking miracle, and I think it should be made freely available for absolutely everyone to have as soon as possible. I was convinced of this because there is like this famous Bitcoin libertarian dumbass known for being fat called Carlos Maslaton, and he's a very big boy in Argentina. He was a very big boy. His girth was considerable. I would say he even eclipsed the Oreo. This man was packing. He was packing the goods, you know, he had it. But then Carlos Maslaton randomly started posting pictures where he looked very different. He didn't have so much of a badonkadonk anymore. He no longer had as much of a pronounced girth. And there was speculation about this. Maslaton kept posting videos of himself doing squats and stuff, trying to imply that he was actually losing weight, through exercise. And then it came out that he actually was part of a study from a laboratory that was testing a semaglutide product, which is it's just Ozempic. It's like a different laboratory doing an Ozempic study. And he posted a statement that said he lost 30 kilograms in 6 months because he took semaglutide or semaglutide? Hold on. I have to say it correctly. He took this semaglutide medication, these injections. Semaglutide, yeah. And whether it's Ozempic or Wegovy or any other brand, they're all the same. It's just the difference between Ozempic is that it's the brand they use for diabetes, so the doses, as I understand, is lower. And Wegovy and others that are meant for weight loss have higher doses, but you can take any of them and it's all really the same as long as you take the same doses. But I saw this and I was like, okay. They need to give this shit to fucking everyone. Everyone should have Ozempic. This shit is so insanely effective. Because the way that it works is that it fights what actually makes people obese, which is that most people who are obese, almost all of them, in fact, 98, 97%, are obese because they eat too much. That's just a fact. But the reason why they eat too much is because they have the impulse to eat that much, they have a more of an appetite, and it's very hard for them to not eat, given that appetite. And what these medications do is they just make you not want to eat as much. They just curb your appetite to the point that you start eating less very easily. You just inject yourself, I believe it's once or twice a week, and they make you want to eat less, and you eat less, and you just have such an easy time of losing weight. And that's it's honestly a fucking miracle that this shit is so effective and it does have some side effects from what I understand. Some people who take high doses too fast get pancreas problems, but for its effectiveness, it seems relatively low risk, and it's a fucking miracle. And that it's currently mostly only available to rich people is a fucking tragedy, given how effective it is. If you had a public healthcare system that bought and gave this to people, or produced it, sufficient doses, anyone who was obese, or even not even obese, just anyone who is even slightly overweight and wants to lose weight, just fucking give them this, you would solve obesity. Because obesity is a problem of people having too much appetite, not people. It is almost pure appetite aside from fringe conditions. And those conditions in of themselves cause you to be obese because they increase your appetite. So it always comes back to that. So this is an absurdly effective treatment for weight loss, and everyone should fucking have it. Anyone who wants to lose weight should just be given this for free. And that it's only available to rich people right now is a fucking travesty. It is an absolute fucking miracle. This is literally in terms of curing obesity, this shit is on the level of a cure for cancer. It is that effective. Obviously, it doesn't work for everyone. Some people don't feel the effects as pronounced as others. However, it's still worth it for everyone to try. Because every single study on this thing shows that 80-90% of people have an incredibly pronounced weight loss after they start using it. And it's the sort of thing that you can really just realistically keep taking forever. There's not, at least from the study so far, I mean, maybe with 20 years of use, there's going to be some sort of horrible side effect we don't know about yet. Obviously, it hasn't been out for 20 years, so we're not 100% sure. So, I'm not saying this with 100% certainty, but it seems like the side effects are well worth the risk from what we know of them so far. And most people's side effects are they burp more, or they're more gassy, or they occasionally get a gag reflex. And honestly, for losing 30 kilos, if all that I had was once a week, I felt like vomiting, I'll fucking do that a million times. Holy shit. Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't? I think this shit is a miracle. This shit is incredible. And the thing about it that I think makes, Ozempic like such a meme is just that rich people are taking it. It's the sort of thing that needs to be more accessible as soon as possible. And it's a travesty that it's not, given how clearly effective that it is and the incredible public health benefits that it can very obviously have if spread to everyone who wants it. I mean, obviously there's some people you shouldn't give it to, like someone who's already skinny should not be given this. You don't need them to have less appetite. But even people who are just slightly overweight, why not? You want to lose 5 kilos? Why the fuck not? This is so effective. It's quite simply the easiest way to lose weight. It's way more effective than really any other treatment aside from incredibly invasive treatments like literally fucking gastric bypass and shit, which should be a last resort given how invasive it is. I'm an advocate for giving Ozempic or semaglutide, which is the actual name, to fucking everyone. Everyone should have it immediately. The only bad thing about it right now is that it's inaccessible. And it should be cheap as possible. It should be subsidized. It should be made by governments and just handed out to anyone who wants it within reason. Everyone I know who has tried this, their report is like, it's literally a miracle without exception. I've talked to like 5 people who've tried it. It makes me want to fucking try it. It is just fucking miracle. It's like I inject myself and within 2 weeks, I'm eating like 1.5 meals per week or per day instead of what I was eating before, which was 4, which is that, I know some people will say, but that's not healthy. No, it absolutely is healthy. It absolutely, there are plenty of people who reach like a healthy maintenance weight eating that quantity of food per day. So it absolutely is healthy. Like, that is miraculous. So I want to give Ozempic to everyone. No, I mean, you're not going to lack too much appetite with this. You're not going to. It's simply the only way where that might happen is if you give it to someone who clearly should not be taking it. Like someone who's already skinny and has been skinny for basically their whole life, and they want to take this so they can become like anorexic or something, you tell that person to fuck off. But for most people who honestly want to use it, that'd be fine. There's not really any issue with it. I think it should be very accessible, very easy to get, and very widely prescribed, honestly. It's just, it should be taken under medical advice, obviously. Like, if you only need to lose 5 kilos, you shouldn't take it forever, but like, or want to rather. Even just because people want to use it, not because they need to use it. Why the fuck not? It's just so effective and so good and has such relatively little downsides that there's no reason not to. And it's criminal that it's not already being given out in that way, because it is that effective. It's like a miracle drug for a public health problem with no other easy fix. And this really is an easy fix. So most people who take it are going to lose the weight that they want to lose. Absurdly good time frame as well. So why not?